Other interesting cultural news, you have a Subway store making a Titanic submarine joke about OceanGate and pretty much getting a 50-50% yay or nay from the audience. Now, this is a Subway store specifically in Georgia, and they had changed their sign outside to say, quote, "Our subs don't implode," unquote. Now, that was an attempt at a joke about the recent tragedy with the OceanGate sub or submersible, in which you had 5 gentlemen go down to visit the Titanic, or attempt to, and the apparatus or the sub imploded and they all died. And a lot of people, especially leftists, were celebrating the fact because they were successful people in life and they had money. And they were cheering the fact that they all died in there, including a father and a son, which shows you how morally inept and morally vacuous some of those people are, where they're cheering that on. Now, the store attempted to make a joke, and I have a certain appreciation for humor, especially dark humor. It's one of those very interesting things with timing. I always say it's half of everything in life, but in this case, we're still, I think, about 2 weeks out from that tragedy. I mean, I guess they're trying to maybe hit that sweet spot between when it's distasteful of a comment, but when it's still socially relevant. And in terms of cultural backlash, it looks like half the comments online were praising the fact that not only those men died trying to explore the areas that only a handful of people have ever seen in history, but they're also applauding the fact that, eat the rich kind of ridiculous statements. And about the other half online, thankfully, were pushing back, saying it was in poor taste, this isn't going to help their sales, and people died, what's wrong with you sick bastards? But in terms of a business, you have Subway corporate office, they weren't too happy. So they gave that franchise, again, when it comes to Subway, they're a franchise, so an overwhelming majority of the actual locations are franchises. So they're owned by individual people or a separate company, not Subway itself. You're basically renting the brand, the machines, the instructions for how to run the business and support. Now, the Subway Corporation actually reached out with a statement saying, quote, "We have been in contact with the franchise about this matter and made it clear that this is the kind of comment that has no place in our business. The sign has since been removed," unquote. Now, there's also questionable how much of a moral high ground Subway has when they had Jared Fogle as a brand ambassador. But I digress. Now, thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Don't forget, we're trying to get up to 3,000 subscribers by the end of July. Greatly appreciate you taking the time to like, subscribe, and comment. All the feedback is greatly appreciated as we help make the channel better and better together. Also, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.